There are a couple of advantages to this channel for me. One advantage is that I can repeat myself over and over again with the same complaints. And I'm not gonna bore anybody because nobody watches me. Another advantage to this channel is, unlike I have another channel, which is basically a comedy channel. And under that channel, I kind of feel the pressure that each video I need to end with some sort of a punchline because I need to try to make it funny, but I don't feel that pressure here. I could just say, okay, I'm done in mid-sentence and stop because no one's watching me and there's no pressure to be funny. But anyway, talking about repeating oneself, I'm going to repeat myself with the same old thing over and over again. Nobody likes me. I don't feel like I matter. I don't feel like I count. I feel like if I just dropped dead, most of the world wouldn't even give a shit. And it's funny because I have a family member who always says to me, it's the same old theme with you. It's the same old story. The victim story, the boo-hoo. Yeah, but what kind of family do we have? I can't pick up the phone and call any of you. You guys are all wrapped up in your own little lives. What kind of family do I have anyway? So, that's what, you guys are all I have. I come on here to complain, bitch, joke around, whatever, because this is all I have. I don't have anything. Not that I would want too much, because people come in either extremes. They either like shove themselves on you. They try to reach you with a sense of urgency, even though, or they totally disregard. You're talking about being bulimic. Anyway, the title to this episode, yes, learning to let go of things. When you're angry, like the jilted lover who can't get over the breakup and years later is still stalking and obsessed with their spouse. Those are people who can't let go. No, I felt, not in romance, because I've been out of that for a long time, but I felt an anger over a couple of jobs. Actually, over the last 6 months, I lost 2 jobs, really through no fault of my own. On hindsight, I think I know what I had to do to keep them, but I still think it was wrong. I had one job. It was an event, as an event security guard job, and you had to keep active. You had to work at least every 90 days in order to stay in the system. And I was trying to work, but they never checked the portal. They have these young people who shouldn't be supervisors, who don't know how to talk to people, who are giving all their shifts to all their friends. And whenever I would, ask for a shift, they would say, oh, text this one and text that one. I would text. Why did they give you my number? I'm the regional manager, or then when they needed you, they just want you, they would have like 1 day and you had to take that. That was all they had to. So I was let go because I was inactive because I hadn't worked a shift in 90 days. All right. I was very angry about that. I wanted to send them angry emails, but somehow slowly the anger dissipated and I'm over it now. And I probably wouldn't even want to go back to work for them if I could. And then like right on the heels of that, I got fired from another job because they said that I'm not eligible to work in the USA. There's some kind of a glitch in the system and, whatever, DHS or Social Security was giving them back a mismatch. So I called up both DHS and Social Security. I said, you're fine. There's nothing else to be done. But these morons wanted Social Security. Well, could you have Social Security call us and tell us? Social Security doesn't call. These are morons. These are idiots in human resources telling me that I'm not eligible to work. And they have freaking foreign names. They're younger. I've been in the USA longer than they have. And I was very angry. And for the longest time, I kept obsessing about them and thinking about them and wanting to send them angry emails. I didn't. I just kind of held myself back and slowly the anger faded away. And I feel the anger now. Well, I've felt it for the last 15 so years about comedy. Yes, because comedy is something I've been obsessed with for about 20 years. I always saw it as a way to break out of myself, to let people know I have a personality, to make friends, to gain popularity, to have money, just to be free. And I think it's something I could do because people find me funny. I'm creative. I'm expressive. I can talk. I have a good memory. But for some reason, people don't like me. Okay? I've been hanging around the comedy scene for 20 years. Nobody has ever given me a spot in any of their shows. Nobody has ever asked me to fill in for an MC. Most people, I have to go up and say hello. Some people, after their set, when I try to congratulate them, won't even let me fist them up. They just want to be fist bumped by them. You understand the anger, the rage I feel. And so I came on here and started making comedy videos. And I only have 69 subscribers after, so I'm very, very, very angry. And I can't, and over the years, I try to let go of my anger about comedy. I try to focus on other things. I try not to think about it, but somehow I always go back to it. But I'm really trying to let go of my anger. Over the past 5 years, I've discovered social media. I discovered podcasting. I discovered YouTube content creation. I discovered virtual comedy shows. And I'm trying to I'm still a comedian. I'm still doing my comedy on YouTube. But I'm trying not to get my head too wrapped up. I try to stay off Instagram because a lot of the local comics are there. And I notice they just like their friends' posts, but they don't like. And I know it's stupid. I know it's babyish, but it makes me angry. It makes me angry because they're getting in the shows and they're going home with the spouse and they have love all around them. And this is an outlet for me. It's a place to feel loved, a place to feel accepted, a place to advance. And I just feel like all doors are shut. So I get very, very angry. But that's why I'm doing this. The more I do this, the more I feel that I can let go of my obsession with comedy, which for me is an unhealthy relationship. That's all. I'm out, folks.